Oh, yeah. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? You're back with your boy, Muzzy McGee. We're back for another live stream session. Coffee. I would have been here earlier, but I was working on my first TikTok. I was going to work on TikTok YouTube short, and for some reason, the SIM card will not let me open up my SIM card using my computer, and I spent like way more time than I should have trying to do that instead of just using my phone to try to take the videos and pictures because my phone's a little bit older. And so it's a whole thing. So that's why it took me so long to get here today. But I'm here. I'm going to finish this thing tonight. I promise you that because I said I was going to do it today. And I've been working on it. And just no good deed kind of goes unpunished sort of situation happens. So, but thank you for joining me today. I go by the name Muzzy McGee. And for those of you who have not joined this channel before, thank you for joining me today. If you joined me in the past, thank you for joining me in the past. And you continue to join me for joining me today. For those of you who just plan on stopping by, then thank you for just stopping by. I go by the name of Muzzy McGee. My channel is about 4 things. The first 2 things involve the live stream, and the live stream is broken down into 2 parts. The first part is the practice session, and the second part is the improvisational section. The practice session is where I practice, you practice, we practice together because we understand that fundamentally practicing by yourself, it just sucks. Practicing and trying to learn new stuff is not always the fun thing to do, but it's an important thing to do if you're going to get better as an individual guitar player or as just a musician as a general rule of thumb. Practice is one of the most important things. We will be going over warm-ups, scales, chords, different picking patterns, different strumming patterns, different progressions, different chord progressions, licks of the week, as well as cover songs as it relates to what we're trying to do here in the channel, trying to get better, but also for promotional use as well. The second thing, once we do that, we use that to immediately implement that directly into the second part, which is the improvisational section. The improvisational section will just include me improving. The reason for that is because I don't have 15 million screens where other people can improv with me, or like the picture-in-picture thing, like sort of like a Zoom meeting, but with other guitar players playing. That's the only way I think that might actually work. So my goal is at this point is for you to judge me on my improvisational skills, for you to suggest different influencers that can get me from the intermediate to the virtuoso levels. Obviously, that's practice as well. And all the steps in between, or all the little goals in between, from going from intermediate to advanced, from advanced to expert, and from expert to virtuoso levels of guitar playing. The improvisational section will include and implement whatever scales we're using that week, and chords mostly that we'll be using to implement directly into those improvisational sections so I can get better. It's about me suggesting to you different artists that I look at to help me better at my improvisational skills, for you to tell me different artists or different influencers that can help me get better at my improvisational skills. And my hope is that at a certain point, you will be able to make your own YouTube video, maybe a minute long, 2 minutes long, where you can improv yourself using the backing tracks that I have, and then send me the link so that way we can spend an afternoon talking about how you've attacked the fretboard, how I've attacked the fretboard, and what we can do collectively to get better at becoming better improvisational musicians. And both of those things are in service to the third thing, which is the most important thing. It's the thing the whole channel is about. The whole channel is about me creating music in Logic Pro X for myself, okay? 100% of the music that I'll be creating in Logic Pro X obviously will be with the objective for me to get better, okay? The second thing, well, we're basically 90% to 95% of the music I will be creating will be for myself personally. So whether I'm writing guitar music for it, or using my guitar as inspiration, using my guitar as the main instrument on the tracks, or just on my understanding of music theory to create the best music I can. I will be singing and songwriting. I can't really sing, but I can carry a tune. To work on guitar parts, solos, and things of that nature to create the best music I can in Logic Pro X. The second part of that will be music that I either create for other people, other artists that are looking for new music, to work on that, and also working with independent influencers, people who work on short films or shorts in the area in which I live, who are always looking for new music to add to their stuff without copyright issues. And because I work with several groups and several associations, it's helpful for me, but it also helps them out. When I can make new music, it also gets me thinking about how to write music differently, because at least from the mixing process to write music for those and mixing it for movies is very different than that of what you would mix if you're writing a song for an individual. So that's cool too. Basically, the fourth thing is basically when people don't watch the channel and they don't comment in real time. The channel sort of serves for me as a where I've been, where I am, and where I'm sort of trying to go video log. When people comment in real time, I can make real-time changes, especially things, well, specifically at this particular point, things that don't cost me any extra money, so we can get from the, so I can make those changes immediately, and it's not at any cost to me because I'm not making any money from the channel at this point, which brings me to the second thing. I ask people to donate to my coffee account. Again, that's ko-fi.com/Muzzy McGee. I ask people to donate to that account because the channel doesn't generate revenue, because I don't have enough subscribers and I don't have enough well, I guess subscribers for either that, the YouTube partnership program, or the Amazon affiliate program. And so at this time, I ask people if they wanted to donate to the channel using my Ko-fi account, ko-fi.com/Muzzy McGee. Again, if you want to check it out, it's in the description of every single video. The second way you can help out from a financial perspective to the channel is if you check out my cryptocurrency referral links. Again, this isn't a cryptocurrency channel. I'm not a financial expert. This isn't financial advice. And I'm not telling you what you should and shouldn't do with your money. You should do your own research, as always. However, if you want to donate financially to the channel and you use my referral links to sign up for any of those cryptocurrency platforms, it helps out, because whatever they offer you when you spend $50 or more, they will offer me, whether it's $20 cash back or money off of trading fees. Whatever they offer you, they will offer me. And as I'm using 15 to 20% of my total gains, up to $100 to reinvest back into the channel, that is how it helps out from a financial perspective. And the last thing I'll talk about real quick before we get started here is the freest way to help out with the channel, obviously, is when you subscribe to the channel and you subscribe to me across all other platforms. So not only subscribing to me on YouTube, but subscribing to me on Facebook, subscribing to me on Instagram, TikTok, or Twitch. Those are the only platforms I'm on at the moment. Helping subscribe to me across all those platforms will inevitably help me grow my YouTube channel, and helping me grow my YouTube channel will inevitably help me grow those other channels. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me here today. I'm going to get going. We're going to get started on this, and I'm going to have some fun playing with my phone a lot of the times during the session, because it keeps giving me this message that my phone charger is not the right device for this phone, even though it is. It's just an issue involving the there's they call in French a false contact point, meaning that there's a short in the cable, or there's a problem with the terminal. Either way, it's an old phone. I gotta get a new one. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna get started here with this exercise. Let's get it going today. Today we're doing the diminished chords, I believe. I had to count it out because I wasn't sure. So yeah, we're doing the diminished chords today. Yeah, but we're gonna start off with these warm-ups. I'm not very good at these warm-ups, so bear with me. I've been doing a pretty good job the last couple of days. Let's go through this slowly. If I'm not enunciating correctly, guys, please not stop me, but please say something in the chat section. Next two things. I will say this in general. The first thing is I do curse on this channel. I don't like, that's just how I talk. I don't mean anything personal by it, but if I say things like shit on the channel, I don't feel any personal way, but if that's an actual obstacle for you to watch the channel, that's something that you don't want to hear, I might not be the best channel for you. But again, I hope that that's not the case, because I don't really think it's that big of a deal. Some of the YouTubers I'll suggest, I believe they also curse too. I don't know if that's an issue for some of you, which is why I've age restricted my account. Well, the second reason I've age restricted my account, that plus I do advertising on this account. And the second thing is, if you have any questions, wait to the end. I have problems toggling back between two different tabs, I don't have 2 or 3 different screens. I have one monitor from an iMac that's 13, 14 years old at this point. And yeah, so please understand that I can say hi, but I will answer questions at the very end. And then the last thing is this: I don't take requests on this channel. That's not what this is. The live stream is not about that. I will do cover songs, but the cover songs with respect to promotional things and to try to get people to join the channel. But this channel is not about me sitting here and playing songs. I don't see the value in what that has to give us as far as getting better as guitar players. That's not to say that it won't, and I won't change my mind later on. Just as of right now, I don't see the merit in it. So for the time being, that's not. I'm not doing any requests. Okay, so let's get started, guys. Let's get working today. We're starting with the spider picking exercise. Try to keep all our fingers down. Try to get all this done at 70 beats per minute. Let's go. No, right. That was number one. Best one I've ever done, by far. It's a great day. That's a great start. Feels awesome. Okay. What's cool about that is that for those of you who watched before and see me make mistakes, which I will make mistakes, part of the channel is watching me make mistakes, make myself embarrassed on the internet so that you don't have to. It's understanding that it's a process. Okay. We're at 100 beats per minute. We're doing the John Petrucci style exercise, really trying to concentrate on the slides. because that's the hardest part to get clean. So let's get going. Except for that last one right there, the slides are sounding cleaner and cleaner. So that is a really good way to start off today, guys. I'm focusing, I'm concentrated. This feels good. This is nice. Let's get right to the alternate spider picking from the 1st to the 16th fret at 100 beats per minute. Let's try to really focus in, especially when we get to these frets, because this is where I'm really struggling right here. And that's just because I have a fat finger syndrome. I got fat fingers, little nubby nubs. Anyway, let's go. Still struggling right here and here. This is where it gets really tough for me. So not so great, but not to be discouraged. Not to be discouraged. Some of this stuff just takes time, guys. Okay. And for me, unfortunately, it takes a lot more time than most people because my big juicy beefy brain don't be working all the time. You know what I'm saying? So let's get right into the chromatic tapping from the 1st to 16th fret at 100 beats per minute. Let's go. All right, we're turning the volume down, ladies and gentlemen. We're taking the tempo down to 80 beats per minute. We are working on our sweep picking end exercise from Brandon Dion. Again, Brandon spelled the normal way. Dion spelled D''E''O''N. I believe it's Dion. That's how it's pronounced. He also is an influencer. He does curse on his channel if that's offensive to some of you, but he makes, in the event that some of that's offensive to you, but I recommend to everybody to watch his channel. He's a good instructor. He's funny to watch, and he's very helpful. This exercise I took from him. because it's a good exercise and it's very helpful. It's another sweep picking exercise for us. We're doing it at 80, 90, and then 100 beats per minute. Again, if you have any questions, like I said before, please wait to the end. I'm very happy to answer them. As I toggle back between two different screens, it is a bit difficult. So let's start at 80 beats per minute. We'll do the same exercise. Over the next couple of days, couple of weeks, you'll start to see me start putting up these exercises with the tabs so that you can see what they are in its entirety. Again, this one is a sweep picking exercise. I think it's the first one you type in. If you go to YouTube, you type in sweep picking exercise, Brandon Dion. This must be one of the first exercises that he has. Okay. With that being said, I'm going to get working on this 80, then 90, and then 100 beats per minute. Let's go. Well, 80's been sounding really good this week. Just as a general thing, 80's been sounding pretty good. So today, I guess, was no exception. We will try to push that up with 90 and 100 beats per minute. By pushing up, I mean doing the same. Hopefully, it will yield the same results. Let's go. All right, 90 sounded great today, guys. Let's try it 110, 100 beats per minute, and then we will switch to sweep picking exercise number 2 at 100 beats per 80, 90, and 100 beats per minute. So let's start with this. Finish up strong, guys. Let's go. A couple parts where I rushed there, but it's starting to see like all three parts, all three phases, beginning, middle, and end, are coming together. That feels good. It means the exercises that we're putting in and the work that we're putting in is paying off. Okay. Sometimes it won't show that right away. Sometimes it won't show that for the first week or the first month or the first 2 months or the first 5 months. But if you keep working at it and you keep pushing towards the goal of getting better and getting more clean, it does work out. Now, I'm not saying that this will happen again tomorrow. The important thing is to understand that we keep having consistent days where we're good at least more days than not. So if we're good 6 out of 7 days, then we've done a really good job. We'd like to make it 7 out of 7, but nobody's 100% at everything every day. So we do our best, okay? And then we don't get down on ourselves when things get tough. We step up and we do better, okay? We try to work better. We try to focus harder, and we try to analyze where we try to hone in on where we made the mistakes, correct those mistakes, and then move forward, okay? So let's start at 80 beats per minute. We're going to work on sweep picking exercise number 2. Okay, for those of you who've been here for a while, you kind of have a general idea. Like I said, I will post the tabs to this over the next couple of days, couple of weeks, once I start getting my first YouTube and TikTok videos, shorts up there. Let's go. can tell that that one needs work. There were a couple times where I was not concentrated as hard as I should have been on these patterns, and sliding up and down, and that results in errors. When we're sweep picking, you have to be super concentrated, okay? At least in my experience. 90 beats per minute. Let's go. 90 for some reason sounded way better than 80. I was, I think, a little bit more concentrated on that than I was at the one at 80 beats per minute. And I think that's resulted in a better change, or better sweep picking exercise at that tempo. So again, 100 beats per minute. Let's get it going. 100 beats per minute was okay. There were a couple little mistakes here and there, but for some reason sounded better than 80 beats per minute. It's because I was a little bit more concentrated, and I felt even kind of a little pick slippage there. It happens. Yeah, so we're still continuing this week and the rest of next week as well. We're continuing with the D major scale, followed by the D sharp E flat major scale at 100 beats per minute in positions 1 through 8, at which point we will be taking the tempo Dionanda, which is a terrible Australian accent to say that we're taking down the tempo 5 beats per minute, okay? And we're going to do the D sharp, the D minor pentatonic scale, at 100 beats per minute, followed by the D sharp, E flat minor pentatonic scale at 105 beats per minute. Let go. Starting with the D major scale after I get some of this hookwafa. Again, if you have to take the tempo down from 105 to 95 or to 80 or to 70 or to 60, whatever it is you got to do that, okay? No one's going to fault you or be upset with you because you're not getting the tempos right at those particular tempos, because it is what it is, okay? You cannot practice it. It's better to practice at slower tempos and get it right before you move up to the higher tempos versus playing it at the high tempos and continue to get it wrong, because then you're practicing bad habits, and those bad habits become ingrained in your mind, and then you've got to relearn those habits, relearn good habits, which is, it's easier just if you start off with good habits as opposed to coming back and fixing those habits. Believe me, I do it all the time. It's happened before. All right, let's get started with the D major scale. Now, D major scale, first position, 105 beats per minute. Let's go. I don't know why that happened. Let me go. There we go. Second position, D major scale at 105 beats per minute. Let's go. I genuinely play these each about 5 times a piece. But again, if I make a mistake or if I feel like it's not as clean as it possibly can be, I'll do it again and I'll do it again and I'll do it again because I want to get it right. Okay? Especially I want to end on a good note. No pun intended. Let's go. Third position, D major scale, 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Third position, fourth position, D major scale at 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Fifth position, D major scale at 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Sixth position, D major scale, 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Nice. There we go. Seventh position, D major scale at 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Oh my God, I'm so close. There we go. And finally, the eighth position, octave position of the D sharp, D major scale, my bad, at 105 beats per minute. Let's go. There we go. I'm going to get it right, guys. I'm going to get it right. I'm going to keep working on it until we get it right. And run, like I said, I run through them about 5 times a piece, but at the same time, if I don't feel like I ended it correctly, I'm going to keep doing it. So I think you should do that too, because perfect practice makes perfect, okay? We're going back to the D sharp, E flat. We're going to the D sharp, E flat major scale at 105 beats per minute. As soon as I get some of this coffee. All right. The 1-3-5 stretch is going to be tough, but we're going to get after it, guys. Let's go. There we go. It was a little softer than normal, but it sounded good. Let's go right into the second position, the D sharp, E flat major scale at 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Yeah, third position, D sharp, E flat major scale at 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Fourth position, D sharp, E flat major scale at 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Fifth position, D sharp, E flat major scale at 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Sixth position, D sharp, E flat major scale at 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Seventh position, my bad. D sharp, E flat, major scale at 105 beats per minute. Let's go. And finally, the eighth position, or the octave position of the D sharp, E flat major scale at 105 beats per minute. Let's go. There we go. Now we're going to take the tempo down under. Just 5 beats per minute, from 105 to 100 beats per minute. We're doing the minor pentatonic equivalent. So we're starting with the D minor pentatonic scale, and then we're following that up with D sharp, E flat minor pentatonic scale. For those of you who just joined the channel, thank you for joining me. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and like and comment on the channel if you'd like. It's very helpful. It's free, and it takes all, like, less than a second. So help me. Anyway, let's get right to it before it gets weird. Anyway, starting in the first position of the D major scale, D minor pentatonic scale at 100 beats per minute. Yeah, I guess that's it. I don't know why it keeps doing that. There we go. Second position, D sharp, E flat, D minor pentatonic scale. Second position, 100 beats per minute. Let's go. Third position, D minor pentatonic scale. Third position, 100 beats per minute. Let's go. Fourth position, D minor pentatonic scale at 100 beats per minute. Let's go. Duck face. Fifth position, D minor pentatonic scale at 100 beats per minute. Let's go. And finally, the fifth position, or the octave position of the D minor pentatonic scale at 100 beats per minute. Let's go. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to finish up with the D sharp, E flat minor pentatonic scales at 100 beats per minute, starting in first position. Let's go. So it's not this one. No, it's this one. Second position, D sharp, E flat minor pentatonic scale at 100 beats per minute. Let's go. Third position, D sharp, E flat minor pentatonic scale at 100 beats per minute. Let's go. Fourth position, D sharp, E flat minor pentatonic scale at 100 beats per minute. Let's go. There we go. I keep making the blue steel face, which is crazy. Anyway, fifth position, D sharp, E flat minor pentatonic scale at 100 beats per minute. Let's go. And finally, the sixth position, or the octave position of the D sharp, E flat minor pentatonic scale at 100 beats per minute. Let's go. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we can turn up the metronome for this section of the exercises that we're doing today. We're going to play the fun game called Find the Note, which is an exercise suggested by very famous world-renowned guitar player that goes by the name of Joe Satriani. A song that we're going to be doing of his is called Midnight. He suggested that when he asked one of the students to come in order to move from one level to the next level of guitar playing, one way you should do that is being able to name and find every single note on the fretboard. This week we are doing the D note. So the D, we're going to play a fun game called Find the D, and we're going to find the D on every single string. And we're going to go over that a few times before we get right into the D diminished, D augmented chords, followed by the D sharp, E flat diminished, and the D sharp, E flat augmented chords, which we'll do right afterwards. So we don't need the metronome for that. Thank you for joining me, guys. Again, I go by the name Muzzy McGee. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It helps out. It's free, or like the video, or both. I do these every day, so it's my hope that you will continue to come back, continue to work with me. And when I'm not here, you can check out my other videos that I will be posting regularly about stuff that I'm doing about music production, which will not be stuff about it, but it will be actually songs that I create. So at the end of the day, I want people to see the process, to be a part of the how I work on guitar, and also I will bring you into some of the stuff that I'm working on music-wise using Logic Pro X. Okay, we are playing the fun game called Find the D. Okay, find the note. It just happens to be D this week. I heard it. Don't be weird. Yeah, so the D note, obviously we have a string that's D. So we're going to find the note on the bottom E string, which is on frets 10 and 22. And again, if you forget how to find that, once you find where one of the notes is below the 12th fret, if you add 12 to that number, you find its counterpart on the same string an octave higher. So you add 12 to 10 and you get 22. Same thing applies for the top E string. You add 12 to 10, and you get 22. We go on the bottom low string. When we go to the A string, we know that's at 5, and you add 5 to 12, 12 to 5, and you get 17. So you get frets 5 and 17 is where you're going to find the D in its octave position on the A string. Then we go back to 10 and 22 on the bottom E string. Yeah, it's a long stretch, even for me. I get it, guys. Believe me. Look at me. I got the guitar tilt right in here in order to reach it. The bottom E string, same intervals. There we go. Then we go to the B string. We know it's at 3. You add 12 to 3 and you get 15. So you got frets 3 and 15 on the bottom E string. On the B string, my bad. Then you got 10 and 22 on the E string. Then back to 10 and 22 on the bottom E string. Then 5 and 17 on the A string. You add 12 to 5 and you get 17. That's how we do it, guys. Then we go to the D string, and we know that it's open in 12. Or we know this open, and you add open, we consider 0. So you add 12 to 0, and you get 12. So you get open and 12 on the D string. If you ever forget, that's how you can do it. You add 12 to any number below the 12th fret, and you can find its counterpart. Unfortunately, I only have 22 frets, so that only really works up to the 10th fret. But now back to 5 and 17 on the A string. Now back to 10 and 22 on the bottom E string. Then 10 and 22 obviously on the top E string. And back to 3 and 15. Frets 3 and 15 on the bottom D string. On the B string, my bad. Then when we get to the G string, we're at 7 and 19. You had 12 to 17, 12 to 7, and you get 19. So smart. Big, juicy, beefy brains, guys. Let's use them. Then on the D string, we're back to open in 12, obviously. Because we consider open 0, you add 12 to that number, and you get 12. Go back to 5 and 17 on the A string. And back to 10 and 22 on the bottom E string. And we finish up like this. I don't know why I do that. I really like doing it, though. So I'm going to keep doing it because it's fun. It's like cheesing. It's fun to do. That is a South Park reference for those of you who have not watched South. I don't know if people watch South Park, but It is a great show, and always has been. We're doing the, again, I've showed this before, and I could show it again, but I'll just do it real quick. This is the book that I'm using, and I have to take off the cover because the cover fell off because this book was written in the 1970s, for those of you who've not seen this before. It's a Mel Bay book, chord book. Certain books you should have a scale book, a chord book, and an exercise book if you are, for any instrument that you're using. When I play trumpet, I have the same thing for trumpet, and for guitar, it's the same thing. You should just have a copy of those, because if you are a musician, there's certain books you should have. On guitar, those are the ones you should have. You should have a chord book, scales book, and a chord progression book, and maybe an exercise book. In any case, ladies and gentlemen, we don't need the metronome for this. We're going to get right into the D diminished, followed by the D augmented chords. Then we're going to do the D sharp, E flat diminished chords, and follow that up with the D sharp, E flat augmented chords. And the subcategories of each one of these chords would be this melody chords, the inside chords, the rhythm chords, and the bottom 4 string chords. Then we'll move on to the augmented chords and then change keys. Okay? We're going to start with the D diminished chords just because the order of the book, and I just happen to be on that page. So I try to do these in an orderly fashion. That way people can kind of follow along with me. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and like the channel, subscribe to the channel if you can, and like the video. You know, it's a cheap, easy way to help out with the channel, and I can, say thank you very much, but I'll say thank you just for joining me here today because I love it. This is really cool. We're going to start with the D diminished chords, guys, the melody chords. We play through each of these about 3 times. Then we'll go to the inside chords, play through those about 3 times. Rhythm chords, same thing. The bottom 4th, the same thing. Then switch the augmented chords, and so on and so forth. Okay? All right, let's try and get this. Let's get this going today, guys. And then is it here? Oh, no, it's actually here. Let's see. Oh, it's in the same position. Not bad. I was on the wrong chords. Now the inside chords, which sound a little something like this, I believe. That's what it says it is. I don't know why I didn't start with this first one right here. So it's right here. Oh, that's why, maybe. There we go. One more again. Let's go with these rhythm chords right here, okay? And they sound a little something like this right here. This 4. There we go. Is this it? You know what? I'm gonna do that one anyway. Let's go again. One more again. Consider quitting. It's hilarious, man. You're great. That's hilarious. Those are the comments I really like. See, I appreciate that. That's funny, man. Thank you for consider quitting. Never, dude. You're awesome. Let's get into the bottom 4 string chords. Yeah. Let's go one more time. Let's go. I think we got 2 more times, actually, now that I think about it. Let's go one more time. For the deconsecrator. Consider quitting. That's the greatest comment I've ever heard. Dude, I hope you have some more comments because I'm excited about these. These are funny. Let's get right into the de-augmented chords, guys. Yeah, we're gonna do the melody chords inside, bottom. The inside, the rhythm chords, and the bottom 4 string chords are practically identical. Okay, so that's what we're gonna work on right now. Okay. Oh, this is on 2nd string, so it sounds like this. get to the bottom four, so the inside chords, the bottom four string chords, followed by the inside rhythm chords with bottom four string chords. The only thing that separates them is the inside chords. You play them with your pinky down. The rhythm chords, you'll add your index finger down. The rhythm chords, you'll add your pinky. And then when you play the bottom four string chords, obviously you're going to lift up that index finger and just play the four. Okay? This is on the third string, so we're going to start here. Inside chords first. The bottom four string chords, the rhythm chords. Let's go. We're just going to add that pinky, okay? It's so funny, dude. Now the bottom four string chords, which is identical, you just, like I said, you lift up that pinky, and instead of playing the fifth string, this note, you don't play it at all. You mute it. So. All right, now that we finished up with those chords, we can go right into the D sharp, E flat diminished chords. Yeah. And then go to the D sharp, E flat augmented chords. Now, I'll show you the book. You will see the book says E flat diminished. And E flat diminished is identical to D sharp. Just notationally, it's different. So if you're reading sheet music, it's obviously going to be different. Yeah. I wish I could like this comment. This is the greatest thing I've ever seen, dude. This is so funny. This is something it's funny to me because it's something my brother totally would write. So if this is my brother, or if you know my brother, I'm sure he told you to write this. Anyway, yeah. I will not consider quitting, okay? I'm going to keep working. All right, guys, melody chords. Let's start with the D sharp, E flat diminished chords, and let's go right from that. We're going to do the melody chords first, and the inside chords, bottom four string chords, rhythm chords, then bottom four string chords, then go right into the augmented chords, okay? So let's get started with the melody chords, okay? We run through these about 3 times a piece. That's what we're going to do. Now let's go to the inside chords. Let's get to the bottom, the rhythm chords. Right now, right here, right now, right here, right now. Why does this sound weird? This sounds just this, like, for those of you who don't know, this sounds a lot like Scooby-Doo. Let's go again, like. Let's go to the bottom 4 string chords that sound a little something like this right here. What's cool about this diminished chords is this sounds like, for those of you who've not seen this before, it kind of sounds like, should wait till somebody else gets on the channel because I really want people to know this. This is Scooby-Doo. Like if you've ever heard Scooby-Doo and there's like changes, like before it goes from one scene to the next, sometimes you'll hear. That's Scooby-Doo right there. I don't know what, you watch old Scooby-Doos, those are the chords that, like, whenever it changes from one scene to another, like, it's Scooby-Doo. That's awesome. Let's get right into the augmented chords, and then we finish up with these today, guys. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and like and comment on the channel, even if it's mean stuff like what my brother would say right here. So, you know, just type or something. I don't know. We're in the E augmented chords, D sharp, E flat augmented chords. Oh, it really is high up there. Okay. let's go to the inside, the rhythm chords and the bottom 4-string chords. And what's awesome about the augmented chords is that they're identical. It's the difference between adding a pinky and or letting off an index finger. It's really that simple. So let's get going, guys. Let me see if I can hit the love on this comment. Love this guy. I wish I could like comments. I gotta pin that somewhere. That's just hilarious. Anyway, let's see if we can get it going. So this is I'm just gonna start with this one. So actually, if you play the rhythm chords, you're actually going to play this one too. So, and then bottom 4-string chords. That sound a little something like this. Same thing. Again, just lift up the pinky. So instead of playing this one right here, or you can play that open. So it'd be. All right, we're going to get right into, obviously, we finished those chords up today, so we're going to get right into the fun stuff. Yay! We're going to work on the backing track. Not the backing track, that's not true. We're going to work on the lick of the weeks. Yee. All right, I'm going to post these right under this beautifully said comment on somebody telling me to quit. Well, you dude, that's hilarious. Great comment. It's unfortunate I cannot, can I? Oh, you can pin it. I just wish I could. I just don't know why you can't like it. That's crazy. I wish I could like it. That's that's hilarious. I'm sure he's probably not kidding, but it just was so, it didn't catch me off guard. I've never had a hater comment before, which was actually really cool. Anyway, let's get right to these. I posted them. Again, we're Antonio Alfonso, who we're working on some of his licks of the week, and we're also working on Melodies Music, this thing that I've been working on for a while. So let's get right to it. I'm going to play through Antonio Alfonso's one. Again, it is in the chat section of the video. If you want to hear it, check it out for yourself later and work on it later. It's there. It's got a Pink Panther vibe. Okay, let me run through it again. Okay, I'm gonna have to run through this. This is a tough one, so we're gonna work on it. We're going to work on that a little bit more later on in the week. As of right now, later on in the week, it's already Thursday. I'm so stupid. Oh, God. Anyway, I'm going to close this down. We're going to work on the Melodies Music one. Again, I did not queue up that video because of the fact that Melodies Music pumps out an astronomical amount of music on the regular. So it's my hope that you will work on this with me. And yeah. Oh, I need to put on a metronome for this. That's why I was like, something is off here. But I've been working against with this. I've been using a metronome to work on this so that I can get better at getting it in time. Because I already know it. I have it memorized. There we go. All right, well, I'm gonna turn this up to 130 beats per minute, and then I'm gonna work on something that I'm sure I'm going to get shit on for. I'm certain of it. I've been working on this for over a year. We're gonna keep working on it, guys, because I don't really care. I want to get better at guitar, and I want to get better. That's why I'm okay with negative comments. I really don't care. I think it's funny. It's helpful. Another thing is, like, when people write negative comments, regardless of what position you're in, when they write negative comments, it's like you're clearly working on stuff that they're probably not doing. And so really it's a reflection. It's more of a reflection of them than it is of you. But it's if you're gonna make mean and nasty comments, make them funny. This is the greatest thing that's ever happened. This is hilarious to me. So let's work on this ABC Polyphia riff. Again, the Tim Henson riff is very hard. It's very tough. And I'm going to continue to work on it until I get it right, okay? I want to have this posted by the end of the month. And I'm going to do my best to do that. So let's go. Oh shit, my bad. I keep doing this. This happens to me every single time. that I do this. Hopefully I gotta get back to it before it accidentally cuts off my stream. You have to stay on the main page when you're doing this, guys. If you don't, it will shut off your stream. Sorry, my screensaver just came up. That really threw me off. Right to that solo so we can work on that a little bit, and then we can move on to the next thing. Again, if you haven't done so already, please go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. If you have something that you'd like to say, if I suck, you want to tell me how bad how terrible I am, or that I should consider a new career, go ahead and write that in the comment section. Just as long as you're commenting on it, the stuff doesn't really bother me, provided that it doesn't affect anybody in the chat. Like you're being courteous and kind to those people in the chat. If you want to take a dump on my channel, fine, I'm all for it. I prefer it's funny, but if it's not, it is what it is. As long as it doesn't violate YouTube guidelines, I really don't care. I don't think it's that big of a deal. Some people really feel like they need to express themselves in a negative way, and so if this channel helps you do that, by all means, express away. You know what I mean? Express yourself. Espresso yourself. You know what I'm talking about? that's enough of that solo that we're going to work on today, because I'm ripping my fingers apart trying to figure out how to play this solo over and over and over and over so I can get this done by the end of the month. I'm not 100% sure that's going to happen, but I'm going to keep fighting to make sure it does. It's got to be played great, perfectly, so I'm going to keep working. Now we're going to work on the backing tracks, ladies and gentlemen. This is the improvisational section. You get to judge me. You get to sit on your throne of judgment and tell me how awesome I am, or tell me that I suck. One of the two things is going to happen. So with that being said, we're going to start with the first backing track. Like I said before, these backing tracks will be in the key that we've been doing the whole day. So these are in the key of D major. Okay, these backing tracks will be found in the playlist section of my account. that for me, that was probably a 4 out of a 10 day for me as far as that exercise went. But let me know what you think, if I can get better. If you have any influencers that you can suggest to me that would help me get better as a guitar player, that would be great. I will make sure I make some suggestions to you guys this week as well. That's how this works. It's a give and take thing. This is about us getting better as a collective. That's what the live streams are about. Okay, I'm going to be shit at it. There's going to be people who are going to be like, oh, you're terrible. Yes, that's what these sessions are for. They're for me to get better. They're for us to get better. It's okay. Okay? It's important that we hold each other accountable, or at least I'm going to hold myself accountable, and I'm on the internet to make sure that other people can hold me accountable for how good I'm doing or how terribly I'm doing, and that way I can continue to progress as a guitar player. Okay? Let me know what you think. Let me hear your thoughts in the comment section, and we're going to keep working. Let's go to work. Let's go work. not the greatest ending that I've ever had. Again, for those of you who've not joined the channel, I just want to thank you for joining me in the channel today. For those of you who commented in the section, nice or not, I thank you so much for being able to join me. I've got to do this real quick because I've got to make sure I have this for my collection. This is the first day I've had. I had a hater, which is cool because it means that I'm working hard and people are going to despise the things that you do, but it's also going to be great because some of them can be really, really funny. And I think this one was really funny. So I hope this person will continue to comment and join us every single day. It's great. I need your help to keep pushing forward, guys. I need your help to continue to keep liking the videos, to keep telling me what I'm doing right, to keep telling me what I'm doing wrong, and what I can continue to do to get better. That's the only way the channel gets better. For those of you who have just joined the channel, this channel is about 4 things. And the first 2 things involve the live stream, and the live stream involves us practicing and getting better and working on improvisational things. So that means the live stream is split up into 2 sections. It's about me practicing. It's about the practice session and the improvisational section. Practice session is about me practicing, you practicing, us practicing together as a collective so that we can move from the intermediate to the advanced, from the advanced to the expert, from the expert to the virtuoso levels of guitar playing. Now, the practice session will include warm-ups, scales, chords, chord studies, chord progressions, improvisational stuff, as well as licks of the week and improvisational stuff, licks of the week, as well as cover songs that we'll be working on to get from the intermediate to the advanced, to the advanced, to the expert, from the expert to the virtuoso levels of guitar playing. This is about us getting better. So I'm obviously going to make mistakes. You're going to make mistakes. We're all going to make mistakes, okay? And so that's what's going to happen, okay? In order to do that, you have to continue to fight through these tough days, on days where you're not going to like it so much, where people are going to go against you, people are going to say these things about you. And that's just what it is. So I look stupid on the internet, so you don't have to, but at least if we're practicing, you're practicing. You're getting better, and I'm getting better, and everyone wins. Win-win situation. Second thing is about the improvisational section, where we implement the scales and the chords and some of the techniques that we've used directly from what we've done in the practice session right into the improvisational section, which is where I will improv. You will judge me on my improv, and you will suggest me different influencers about the improv. It's my hope that at a certain point you will be able to create your own improvisational music, and like using improvisational solos where you work on the backing tracks that I have in the playlist section of my channel. You will use those playlist songs in the playlist to create the best backing tracks, the best solos that you possibly can. You will post them on the internet, on YouTube, and hopefully you will send me the link to those things so that I can look at them and we can discuss them on a live stream session to talk about how you've attacked the fretboard, what you can do better, and how I've attacked the same exercise and how I can get better at those things so that we can get better as a collective. The third thing is basically what the whole channel is based on. The whole channel is based on me creating music in Logic Pro X, using my guitar as my principal instrument, my principal source of inspiration, or my principal instrument that I use on every single track, which will help me create the best music I possibly can using Logic Pro X. Now, 100% of the music I'll be creating will be for music for me to get better as a singer, songwriter, producer, whatever. Those things will, 90% to 95% of the music that I'm putting out there will be music that I will be creating for myself personally. The other 5 to 10%, give or take the month, I will be using to create the best music, music for other artists. And the other part of that will be music I will be creating for music for artists, for people who work on short films in the area in which I live. And they look for, they're always looking for, especially short film people, they're looking for new stuff that they can use every single month that doesn't require them to get licensing and things of that nature. So when I create my own music, I can just help them because I work with these associations where they need it. So it helps out with that. And the fourth thing is basically when people don't watch the channel sort of serves for me as a video log as to where I am, where I've been, and where I'm trying to go. So I ask people to comment in real time, especially about changes that I can make quickly that don't cost any money, because at this point this channel doesn't generate any revenue. And it's my hope that you will comment so I can make those changes as quickly as I possibly can. Now, because I don't have enough subscribers and I don't have enough advertisers, I don't have advertiser-driven revenue, nor am I a part of the Amazon affiliate program, I ask people to check out my Ko-fi account. Again, that's ko-fi.com/Muzzy McGee. It helps out with the channel when you can donate to the channel at a minimum of €1 or more to the channel whenever you feel like it. And so it's very helpful when you do that because I'm not generating revenue from this channel at the moment. So I hope that you'll do that. The second thing is check out my cryptocurrency referral links. Again, this isn't financial advice. This isn't a cryptocurrency channel. It's not a financial channel. I'm not a financial advisor. This isn't financial advice. And I'm not telling you what you should and shouldn't do with your money. However, I trade cryptocurrency on a daily basis. I purchase anywhere between 15 to, I'll say this again. I purchase anywhere between 25 and $50 worth of cryptocurrency every single month, minimum. Okay? And and obviously I could spend more, but I choose not to because I want to grow that account from those things. But if you use my referral links and you spend $50 or more on any of those websites after you use my referral links, they will offer you perks and benefits. The perks and benefits they offer you, they will in turn offer me. And as I'm using 15 to 20% of my total gains up to $100, because we got to set a limit somewhere, guys. 15 to 20 bucks. Because I'm using those crypto gains up to $100 to reinvest back in the channel. That's how it helps out. The third thing I ask people to do is really the freest and cheapest way to help me out with my account is to help me grow my other platforms. So already liking, commenting, subscribing to my channel is helpful, but subscribing to me on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, or TikTok, all those channels will help me grow my YouTube channel, obviously, and help me grow my YouTube channel will help me grow those other channels. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me today. I will continue to be here tomorrow, and the day after, and the day after, and the day after that. I go by the name of Muzzy McGee. This is my channel. This is what I'm trying to build, and it's my hope that you will continue to join me as I do it. Again, like I said before, I go by the name of Muzzy McGee. I hope that you will continue to join me every single day, and I will continue to build this channel brick by brick, but with your help, I can do it more quickly. Love you, bye. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow.